And we're back again with another amazing episode of Booster for today. I'm still your girl, Emanuela Unyema, and I'm your host for today. Again. So today we're here to talk about a topic that is on more minds than lips. I mean, a topic that a lot of us think about, but we don't really talk that much about. With me on set are
Azu Maximilian
and
Lucy Ibuno Kamsiriochuku.
Okay, so Max and Lucy have something in common. They are both firstborn children of their various homes. And that is what we're talking about today. We're talking about the pressures on the firstborn child in an African home. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a firstborn, I'm sure you're already like, you have a lot to say. So let's hear what they have to tell us. We're here to give them a listening ear. All those things that have been weighing them down, and we just want to share it with someone. So we are here to be that someone today. So let's get right into it. Hello, Max. Hello, Lucy. So how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay, you look good. So I'm sure you're good.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome to Booster for Today podcast. So, okay, Max, I want to ask, like in one word, how would you describe your life as a firstborn?
Oh, my life as a firstborn.
In one word.
I'll say is challenging.
Okay, challenging.
Overwhelming.
One word, not do you.
No. It's more than one word.
Okay.
So these are my two favorite: challenging and overwhelming. Yes.
Okay.
So if I'm to throw more light on that, basically, childhood is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be carefree. It's supposed to be a little careless with fun, and it's supposed to be fun-filled. You get what I'm trying to say? But the pressure on the firstborns, especially in Africa, more especially in Nigeria.
But have you been to any other country? Okay,
Let's
so
not go there.
obviously it's Nigeria we're talking about. Okay, so
especially in Nigeria,
Okay.
it's quite overwhelming and challenging, based on the fact that everybody, your siblings, role model, everybody's looking up to you, everybody's expecting something. The little fault from you, it's going to be devastating. You understand what I'm trying to say?
yes, I get it.
So that's why I use the word overwhelming.
Okay,
Yes.
but I'm sure you've done well so far.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay,
Sure.
that's nice. So over to you, Lucy. What can you say about, in one word?
Okay. There are actually many words I would like to use. But if I was to settle for one, I will go for demanding. Very, very demanding. I'll choose demanding because there's a lot that's expected from me as a first child, especially as a first daughter in the African home. There's a lot. Early marriage for first children and academic success. You're expected to set an example for your siblings. Everybody's eyes are on you.
Yeah.
So I'll choose that demanding. It's very demanding.
Okay, that sounds like a whole lot. I'm not a firstborn, so I can't really relate. Not completely, but well, we are all in the house, so we know. Okay, so we have a female and we have a male here. So I want to ask, from your own perspective, do you think the pressures on a male first child is more than that of a female first child?
I'll go first.
No ladies first in this one.
Ladies first.
Okay,
I'll go first.
okay.
I'll say it's more on the. I'll say it's more on the female.
Oh,
Okay.
God,
I'll
you
say
chose,
it's
I
you
want to
chose
hear
well.
this.
You chose
Okay,
well. I was waiting for you
okay.
to say male, but you chose well. This
Why?
female.
Why? The only reason why I chose female is because, okay, as the firstborn female, everybody's expecting you to get married first. So imagine in the house where your younger sister gets married before you. So they'll be like, okay, you know what I'm trying to say.
No, like-
So imagine your younger sister gets married before you, and everyone will be like, when are you bringing your man home? When are you coming
Like,
back?
you are failed.
You are failed as a woman. When are you? We want to carry our grandchildren. That's on the aspect of the
Marriage.
that aspect of marriage.
Okay.
Then coming to the males, it's a whole lot because everybody's expecting you to be successful. everybody's expecting you to carry the
they're not
family.
expecting the
I
females to
see
be
what
successful.
you did here.
I feel
You just told us female, but you don't really agree with it. Oh. You just want us to calm down, so you
so
not tell us
not
what you
get
want to tell us.
violent.
Because it's just the truth.
Okay.
As
I'm
a,
sure Lucy
as
is
the
waiting for you.
firstborn
I'm patiently waiting.
male, as the first male child, everybody's expecting you. You're supposed to attain a certain height. You're supposed to attain a certain level. So imagine, there's this slight belief in African homes that the first son is supposed to be the leader, even if there are girls before him. The first son is supposed to be leader of the family. No, let's tell ourselves the truth now. We all came from homes and it's almost the same. So there's this belief that the first son is supposed to be like, he's supposed to carry everybody along. He's supposed to be more successful. He's supposed to make more finances. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, and with that, it comes with a lot of pressure, and that's why you see boys eventually putting their hands into one or two things to make ends meet or to make money. And you understand what I'm trying to say?
I
Not put
feel
your hand in
females
anything.
too.
No,
Females still put their hands into a lot of stuff because of the pressure. As a female, trust me, I believe I speak for all firstborn female children when I actually say this, that the pressure actually goes beyond marriage. It's not just marriage. In fact, marriage is the least of the pressures.
Oh God.
You are the adult of the family, like you're the first child. Everybody, you're the small mother. My mom would say, Lucy, you're the small mother. You're the small parents, you're the mini parents. You take care of everybody. You're the mother. You're literally your dad's second wife. Let me use it like that. Apart from domestic chores, we are still expected to be successful. We are still expected to set a legacy for our siblings and live up to that. I don't know if you've seen the societal expectation of females. There's this purity that goes in this African culture. So you can't be wayward. You can't be following guys as a first
Morals
child. You have to have everything together. You have to be composed. So I feel the pressure is more on females. And that's why you see lots of females going into hookup, sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship, because the pressure is much. The pressure is actually very much.
Okay. I agree with you there.
So
What
you
I
don't
have
agree
to
with
say is, calm down. What I have to say is, I feel where the difference lies is, for females, the responsibilities and expectations start from a very young age.
Yes,
that's
it.
As a 5-year-old, a baby is okay, let me say 5 is too much, let me not exaggerate, but like, for myself, I'm not the first child, though. I'm not even the second, but I'm the second female child in my family, and my elder sister gave like a large age gap. So as of when I was like 10, she was already in secondary school, she was in the boarding school, she wasn't in the house. So I kind of like played Ada kind of. And as of when I was 8, I was babysitting my younger sister because my mom was running a program in school. I follow my mom to school. I have to take care of the child. If the child cries, though I like babies and I know I used to pinch a baby sometimes to pick up, but I mean, it was still kind of like, this responsibility was mine, and I was just 8. Why I know I was 8 was because when I grew up and I count the years age, like when she talked to me, I'll be like, I cried when we were small, and then I'll check the age gap. I was like, I was 8.
It's not very much.
But as an
male
8-year-old
counterparts.
son, when you were 8,
What were you doing?
were they expecting you to be successful and come back and take care of family or something? I don't
Play
know.
football and come back home successfully. That's the only.
Think about it. Have I been able to convince you?
I'm not confused.
Thank you.
Partially.
So I think our viewers at home will agree with me, because we all have those elder sisters and they look up to you. Your parents are me. Personally, my dad, I know a number of times I've done something, or my dad has heard something, or my dad has suspected that I did something, and I hear things like, okay, he says it in Igbo, he doesn't say it in English. I don't know if I can get it exactly right, but what it means is, don't spoil your younger sisters. Like, in my mind, I'm like, did I tell them to do what I'm doing? Like, can't you live your own life? But he was always emphasizing on it. These children are looking at you, like whatever you do, they will do it too. And just like that, I have to be conscious of the fact that I have younger sisters, because we're like 5 girls and just a boy, and the boy is like my elder brother. So I just have sisters after me, and I know that, okay, before I do anything, I know that, okay, let me not do it, because if I do it now and my younger sister does it, before they accuse her, they will accuse me of teaching her. So I think that is actually, and I'm not even a first child. So I don't even know. Like my sister, I look at her as a hero sometimes, a heroine rather, a hero in fact, because this one passed through mountain. Because I've seen times when she's so down, and yet she has to act strong for all of us. There's been situations where I know she wants to cry, but she can't cry because she has to.
Strong.
She has to comfort us.
Everybody.
So I think everything about being a first child, and I know it doesn't really apply to only females. Calm down. Let me shoot your ego. I know there's also a lot for males because, like you said, the responsibilities. But like I said, it happens when you become a little older. Then before you know it, your younger ones are calling you. When you see, hello brother, fana, brother, good afternoon. But happy Sunday. You know what's coming after. Okay, so it's like that. So I think it's actually a whole lot, and I would just say kudos to all of you. I don't want to do it. I'm glad. I'm happy for where I am. Okay, so that gets us down to our next question. I want to ask, how are you able to cope? How are you able to manage these pressures, these expectations? Both the ones that were said out to you, both the ones that are silent, the ones that are unspoken, but you just know that these people are looking up to me about this or that. How are you able to manage all of them? You don't want to go first again?
I think I'll go first.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, for me, I had to accept it. I had to, there's no coming back. There's no changing this. I first had to accept it that I've been given this senior sister or senior child vibe by God. So after accepting it, I had to work hard to live up to everybody's expectations. I found myself pushing myself to do more, pushing myself to get higher in WAEC, in JAM, up to the university in all my grades, so that I would give a good legacy for my siblings. Then what happened was that along the line, I got burnt out. I got tired of living up to people's expectations. I found that I couldn't please everybody. And that's one thing about life. I found out that no matter how you tried, there was my grandmother that was telling me, you've not graduated yet. I was explaining that it's medicine I'm studying, Noma. She said, no, you're so this person has graduated. I just realized you can't please everybody. You can't. So that was one way I navigated that. Then I had to find my limits. I had to know, this is my breaking point. I can't push past this. Knowing your limits lets you settle down, lets you calm down, so that you will not be in a hurry to please other people. Then finally, I dedicated tasks and managed my time. Rather than me trying to cook, trying to clean, trying to study at the same time and do everything, my younger sister's name is Christy. I'll be like, okay, Christy, do that. How about you do this and do this and do this? And I'll delegate tasks. And then I have time for myself to relax, to refresh, to, just come out from that hole.
Yeah. But is it every time you tell Christy to wash plate that Christy actually washes plates?
Oh, no.
And when Christy doesn't wash plates, who do they blame?
Me.
I try, my dear. So, Max, what do you have to tell us?
I think the first step towards navigating this whole thing is accepting it. That's the first step. You have to accept that, yes, I'm the first son or I'm the first daughter. So you accepting it, it's sending this message in your head that, for the fact that you've accepted it, you have to do more. You have to live up to the task that people are expecting of you. Mm-hmm. You have to actually work hard. And working hard it doesn't mean you should do everything, you should break. It's obviously tiring. Trust me, it can be very tiring. Sometimes, like my dad always say, you understand, all those kind of things comes with so much pressure, and so you have to work hard. Those kind of things he says, it now make you yes. He's saying I'm a boy and I'm a man. It start making you things you're supposed to do at a very older stage. You start doing it at a very younger. You understand? Mm-hmm. So it's now push you. You're just working hard basically. You just have to work hard, learn how to manage your time, learn how to carry your siblings along too, because you're the one that they are watching, they are looking at you, they are learning from you. If they see that you are going astray, most times your parents will scold you, for your siblings' misbehavior. Have you been in that situation where your sibling does
Many
something,
times.
and instead of your mom comes back home and she doesn't beat your sibling, or she doesn't beat your younger brother or younger sister, but she will take the whole blame on you. You understand that kind of thing?
But allowing it to happen now.
Yes.
But sometimes it's not our fault.
How do we let them know this? Okay, you said something about accepting, like the first step is acceptance. Okay, let's say you tell me I'm the virgin and I say I don't want to accept it. What will not happen?
Esau and Jacob did not teach you a lesson.
Okay, that would be like selling my birthright.
Yes,
Abi?
like selling your
Obviously.
birthright.
And someone else will have to take the responsibility.
But it comes with perks now. So you not accepting it actually is you denying yourself of those advantages of being the first child.
Oh, there are advantages. I wasn't told.
Yes, at last
Yeah,
there's a silver
some
lining in the dark
That's
cloud.
Benefits,
okay.
not so much
I think I
as-
want to hear about that. So, what are the benefits of being a first child?
You're in charge. You're in charge. Yes, you're in charge. So, I can delegate tasks to my sister and then I'll go and sleep. If she does it well.
I feel you do that a lot. You are
I
saying
do
it with
it.
so much joy in your face.
Yes, I had
I'm
to.
already feeling for
Obviously.
Christy.
Does it a lot.
Okay, so
And-
everybody has to do what you say.
You're the star child, so everybody's attention is on you, which is a good thing.
And also a bad thing.
And a bad thing too.
And you know that feeling where you go out with your mom and she'll be like, look what the upper
You are just proud. You are just proud.
No, mothers have this thing with they have
First.
this love with their first son, and fathers too have this love
Their
for their
first
first
daughters,
daughter. So
yes,
you know that feeling of, oh, like what Adam, see my Ada, see my
With
first
pride.
son with so much pride.
The financial benefits, your allowance is
It's
higher
much
than
more-
it's
it's
higher.
bigger than
Yes.
People are talking about people that have allowance. I mean, I can't relate. I don't know what's allowance. They used to give allowance as a child.
Yes, no.
And
Let's
okay, let's say,
not go there.
Upkeep money. Upkeep money.
you remember all those Christmas periods where your uncle will come back for Christmas and he gives you money?
Share.
Okay, share.
Yes, it's true.
You
I
have
remember
it-
that
you
one.
have the right to
They
give
used to
others.
share according to age, which I didn't like. It was I wasn't in support of it because it mostly happens during festive season.
Yes.
And Christmas now, it used to pay me because one, that was like my birthday. And then you will not come, you will not be giving my elder brother, let's say you give him 2,000 naira or 1,000 naira, and then you're not giving me 500 because
Yes,
I'm younger.
That's how it should be.
Okay, one is
Easy,
Christmas money.
easy.
What of birthday money? That's how I used to feel, and nobody will listen to me because. So I think that's not nice. People should not be happy.
No,
It's
but
not
but
nice.
last one.
As the
being
other
more
ones,
than
you're still
first one.
supposed to give that money. Sure, you know how to delegate tasks. You don't know how to delegate money.
We do now. You guys used to bill us a lot.
You guys. Oh my god. Oh my god.
No,
nice,
my
nice
siblings
one.
bill me a lot. A lot.
Okay, and as it should. I mean, if they don't bill you, who would they bill, right?
Obviously.
Okay, so then there's something else I want to find out. Okay, how will I put this? This is kind of like dicey. Please, oh. I don't know how do they used to say it. Whatever you say here, if you affect here, I don't know. But I just want to ask, do you feel like our parents somehow make this pressure worse? Like, I don't know how to coin this question. Do you feel like more of this pressure comes from just our parents, or is it society at large?
Okay, it's this question particularly. It's individual. You understand? It can be your parents. It can be the society. Some parents put so much pressure on their children, starting with comparing. Let's say you come back home with your grade and you came with second or third position, and your parents will start. Can't you see our neighbor? He came back with first position. Does he have two heads? That's the first step of comparing, and that's the number one stage of putting that pressure on your child.
Okay.
You understand? Sometimes it makes good impact on the person. It makes the person study hard, but sometimes it actually makes the person feel bad, demoralized and depressed, sort of like, oh, daddy doesn't appreciate my hard work upon I did my best. He did not even tell me congratulations. So sometimes it can be from the parents, but I feel most times it's the parents. I feel most times it's the parents. It's just on little occasions that it's the society.
Okay. Lucy, do you agree with that?
I feel it's a combination.
Okay.
Okay, for females, there's obviously the societal, when are you going to get married? I know that when I went home, oh no, I've been hearing a lot of marriage talk.
Wow.
Very soon, you soon come home with a man. Oh. Everybody's just looking at you as a female, and even men too, societally, they expect the first child to be financially buoyant, to be having massive money,
Obviously.
to lift and on the part of the parents, they still contribute. Parents actually contribute a lot, and like you said, it differs in families. There are families like my family. We believe in being the best. So there were times when I remember the first time I came home with my further maths script. I really love further maths, but something happened during that period, and my
You
grades.
love further math.
Yes, I did.
Yourself no small though.
I had to cut you short. I'm sorry, but continue. I don't understand how somebody will love further math. DSDY.
I did, but something happened during that period, so my grades didn't turn out as expected, and the reaction was bad. The reaction was terrible, and I didn't like that period at all. And there was a lot of comparison. There was, oh, what about this person? Does this person have two heads? And I felt so bad because I'm not a dull student. Obviously, for that to happen, something must have gone wrong. But nobody wanted to see what went wrong. Everybody was, oh, this is what you got. This is what you got. You got this low score. Nobody wanted to see, and my parents really put lots of pressure on me. So I feel like it really varies in families. That whole academic pressure, financial pressure. There are times when my brother has called me, Lucy, buy data for me. Me that I'm soaking Gary and granules.
Oh my god. I feel you, sis.
So yes, I feel like nakolabo. It's
Okay.
both societal and family.
Okay. Or maybe, Max, will I say, or will you agree that maybe you feel the parental pressure is more because your parents are closer? Maybe because your parents are more around.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
the fact that they are closer and the fact that they are around
Always.
always.
So they always have something to say about that.
Definitely.
Okay.
You get.
Okay. I think that makes a lot of sense. So, okay, down to our next question. Now I want to ask about how this affects you. Like, this is very personal. I just want you guys to give me, like, from your personal space, like, personally, how has it affected you? These pressures, how has it affected your health, your mental health, the whole outlook of life, or being life?
Okay, me personally, I remember the first time I came back with. I think I was in primary 4 then. So the first term I came back with first position, and the second term I came back with third position.
Scholars.
The third term I came back with, I had third position. So my friends were like, "What? You're now so. You've become so lackadaisical. You've become so."
I feel like
You're not
you used
reading
the
again.
exact word.
Yes. So that's the whole thing. So I was then, if you see me, I stopped eating. I was depressed. I was that was it.
Third position.
I can't relate.
That
Both
was-
of us are not taking 19. I'm
That
just
was-
saying.
that was a lot then, because then, so after that whole depression, but I think later on my mom came to talk to me that, okay, we are not scolding you because we don't love you. We are scolding you so that you do better. So at the point I had to just accept it. Obviously, it comes with this first stage of depression. You feel so bad. You feel like, oh, everybody hates me. But with time, you just get over it and say that, okay, yes, I can do better.
Yeah.
I just have to do better. I definitely have to do better because they're expecting so much from me. So that's just the basic thing. It comes with this first stage of depression.
And
You
this
feel so bad.
this you're talking about is even as a child.
Yes, that was. as
And
a
I'm
child.
sure it gets worse as you grow
As
older.
in- no, me personally, right now, I've outgrown such. If somebody tells me that now, I'll not even feel bad because I've lost a little bit of
I
emotions.
like that part. You are
I've-
going to really teach us that, seriously.
I've lost a little bit of emotions concerning aspect like that. Once you tell me something like that, I'll not even feel bad about it. I'll just be like, oh, I have to do better. That's just it.
I think
move
that's
on.
like growth on your part,
That's
maturity.
growth on my part.
Okay,
Just
that's nice.
outgrew it. That's
Kudos.
basically.
Okay.
I'm actually glad, Max, that you found a way to move past that. But for me, I have never found a way. Personally speaking, I believe the first time my jam came out, my jam result was okay. I think I got 280 something, but it wasn't 300 and something like I wanted, and I felt so bad. I had this self-hate, I feel the major thing apart from the anxiety and depression that firstborns suffer mentally is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome, I'm actually familiar with it because I had to do a little bit of research to figure out what was happening to me. It's when you achieve things but you downplay or belittle your achievement. So for instance, you can get first position and you're like, oh no, I not get first, it's just luck would you get.
Okay.
So I found myself manifesting characteristics of this. I had self-doubt. I was always, can I do this? Even when I've done it many times, I found myself, can I really do this? Can I do that? I'm always living with this fear. Then there's this perfectionism. I believe every first child can actually relate to this because we always have this perfect picture, this ideal thing we want to be. And then when we fail to meet that expectations, instead of going easy on ourselves, we start overthinking. I personally will start criticizing myself and overthinking and saying, oh no, I didn't do well. Everybody's going to be disappointed in me. Then another thing is fear of failure. That has actually haunted me throughout from secondary school down to this place because I always have this feeling that everybody's looking at me, everybody's watching me. I can't fail my parents. I can't fail my siblings. There was a time that I was struggling with my exams, my third MB, sorry. I was struggling with my third MB and my dad called me and was like, Lucy, are you okay? I was going through depression. I was anxious. And he asked me, are you okay? I said, Daddy, I'm fine. Tears on my eyes. I was like, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm doing well. I was like, is everything okay? I said, yes, Daddy. I was crying. I was cleaning. As if he knew something was wrong. And then he said, don't worry, you have this okay. I just seemed a little bit nervous for the exam. He told me I was crying, but I had to sound as if I was okay. Because I didn't want to get them worried. I didn't want to get them disappointed. And I just had this fear, this anxiety. I nearly entered depression. So it took me a while to actually come out. Plus this, anytime I passed the exam though, but I was like, it's luck. There are times I've done things I would think is luck. So that thing is there. Apart from the anxiety, depression, this imposter syndrome is there. That's on the negative side. On the positive side, I found a way to be more resilient, to go through challenges. I found a way to be more hardworking because they're always push. The pressure is always there. So you have to push past your limits, surpass your limits every single time. So that's on the positive side.
Wow. That's a whole lot. I've gotten sober all of a sudden. So, but I feel like you're getting better, right?
No, I'm okay now. I'm okay by the grace of God.
So I guess you should actually just share with us, like, how do you feel like you... Because I'm sure there are people at home who are facing this kind of things, and so what do you have to say to them? Like, words of advice from experience.
Okay. I think I took Ecclesiastes personal when they said, was it Ecclesiastes? I think it was. But there was a passage in the Bible that said, do not worry about, no, that was not Ecclesiastes, sorry. That one is, there's a time for everything. There was this part of the Bible that said, do not worry about what you eat. Do not be anxious about everything. I took that Bible passage.
That's Philippians.
Seriously. That's Philippians. Thank you.
6.
Yes. There's also
do not worry about everything, but in prayers
and supplications, make your requests known to God. I took that Bible passage very seriously. Then the one in Ecclesiastes was that everything, there's nothing like there's a time for everything and everything. Yes. It just made me settle down and understand that and trust God to bring me through whatever challenges I had. I had to trust God. I held God. That was how I did it.
That's amazing.
That's
really
the basic
nice.
thing. Holding God.
Tight.
Basic.
Like God includes like this. If
Way
you
of
move, it's here.
as a day.
Okay. So lastly, I want to ask. Okay. So this is like, if you have an opportunity to say something to maybe not just your parents, but to African parents out there, like, what is that thing you want to say from your heart? Okay, let's leave your parents now. You want to say it to your parents, but you can't. Now, what's that thing you want to say to other African parents who just you feel they keep pressurizing these children? They're like, well, the home is like a pressure cooker, and these expectations are just coming from them. What's that thing you would like to say to them?
Okay. So first and foremost, I would say to every African parent over there, even to my parents. First of all, stop the comparison.
Oh,
That's
please,
the
please.
number one source of depression in this whole thing. Stop the comparison. So imagine something happens and they are comparing you. Look at your younger sister. That's the worst when they compare you with your younger sibling. Hey.
In presence, in their
It's
presence.
better you are being compared with somebody outside
outsider.
than your younger sibling. You might even stop talking to that. So it's that serious. First of all, they should stop the comparison. It's better you scold the child for not doing it perfectly, but don't compare. That comparison comes with a whole lot of trauma, and that the child might not be able to get over for a very long time. This whole thing will keep ringing in his or her head. Oh, okay.
It affects your self-esteem.
Do you get? So you always be like, oh, my younger brother did it better than me. So do you get all those kind of things? So they should stop the comparison. That's the first thing. And whenever a child does something not the way you expected it, whenever they do it less than you expected, I feel you should just treat them with love. That's the basic. That's one of the most important things. That's how you nurture a child. That's how you caution a child. Even that, because the child not do something perfectly. That's how you caution the child. It will motivate the child to do better. You understand? It will motivate the child to work harder. But if you come with so much arrogance, so much anger, child will get depressed. The child might do better, but not as better as compared to when you treat the child with love. So these are the two basic things. They should stop the comparison, and they should treat the children more with love when they go astray.
That's nice. So Lucy, do you have anything to
Actually,
say
I
to
do.
them?
From personal experience, I feel parents, he has already said, is stopping comparison. Another thing is communication. I know that this goes both ways too, because I'm the kind of person that will bottle something up till it has reached here and I can't hold it anymore. So I feel if you communicate more with your child, you will be able to find out the difficulties they're facing, and it will make us as first children open up more. That's the first one. And first children to put it in their head that it's okay. We don't have to be goddesses and gods. We can open up. I can open up. So that's the first one. Then for the second advice I'll give them, I would say that they should pull their children close to them. They should learn to build relationships with their first children, especially the first children. And they should take it easy on us too. They should take it easy on us. They should calm down. When we do not perform, when we do not live up to that standard, they shouldn't just rush us. They should calm down.
But this advice also goes both ways, and to every first child too, male or female. I want to put it out to you that you actually have a lot on your table. That's just the truth. Let's be honest right now. You have a lot on your table, but don't pressure yourself. Just take it easy.
No pressure.
Take it easy. Just do the one you can. Do the best you can.
And leave the rest for God.
Leave the rest, exactly. Leave the rest for God. Do you understand?
Or your second sibling.
So let's not.
For your second sibling. Okay, after
let's not compare our parents or talk to our parents without talking to the first child.
That's without talking to yourself.
To ourselves, you understand? So this goes to the male and female first children, you understand? So you have a lot on your table. That's just the truth. You have a lot. Everybody's looking up to you. You definitely have to be successful. Yes. I'll not lie to you. You obviously have to be successful. That's just the thing. So whatever you do, put God first before if you seek God first, He will grace your path. You understand? Things will go smoothly for you. Things will go easy for you. So that's just
even the Bible said that. He said, "Love your neighbor as yourself." You have to love yourself first before you love your neighbor. You have to love yourself.
Yeah.
So no need for pressure.
Yes, and you can't be perfect. You can't be perfect.
I think I've seen something about not pouring from an empty cup.
Yes.
So you that is giving to others, you have to give to yourself first.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. I just hope as you guys are giving this advice, you're actually taking it yourself.
Obviously.
I
That's
am.
amazing. That's so amazing. I think I've learned so much today. So we've talked about all the pressures, how to handle it, and all your advices to the firstborns at home. I'm sure it will help someone somewhere. I mean, there might be someone who just finished being who was just being bashed by his or her parents. I'm like, those things, why do you do this kind of thing? And then you now come to watch this video and you're like, you're not alone, right? You see,
you're not alone.
your
Yes, sir.
fellow firstborn children, they are here to tell you that
collective
you
thing.
got this, you
Got
can do
this.
it. So just keep on believing in yourself. I mean, yes, there's so much on your plate, there's so much expectations, but you can handle it. Don't feel pressured. Trust in God. Hold on to God and believe that no matter how hard it is now, there's always a better tomorrow, right? So,
Obviously.
I think we are gradually coming to the end of today's episode, and I'm sure that our dear viewer at home has learned a lot, and I'm sure there will be a lot you want to share. Like, I can't imagine how many firstborn children rather will watch this video, and maybe you want to tell us about that one episode with your parent or something you learned from it, something to encourage the next firstborn that will view it. So don't hesitate to pen it down, like write it down on the comment section. Let's hear your story, let's hear your advices. I'm sure someone will appreciate it somewhere. So we have come to the end just for today, and we'd like to appreciate our wonderful guests like Max and Lucy. I don't know, but there's just something about you guys, like I don't even know how to feel,
It's the
but
firstborn nature.
I very
Yes, it's an
We are
very
going through a lot.
It's an
no,
aura.
no. I feel for you guys, but I also envy you guys because remember the money part.
The money part.
Only the
So
money.
Always
So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Thank you for showing all the bombshells. And we'd like to share a little something from Busta for today.
Thank you.
Thank
As a
you
little
very
thanks
much.
for coming. We really appreciate your presence here, and I'm sure our viewer at home was stunned, like with all the words and everything. So thank you for joining us today, and we've come to the end of another wonderful episode. Meet you same time next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.